Hey guys, Delta Canuckian here, and I've got a commentary, something it's been kind of bugging me lately, because I haven't been playing a whole lot of Black Ops 2. I've been off playing other games. Most recently I've gotten back into MAG, which was this big MMO FPS on the PlayStation 3, and while there's not as many people playing it now, there still isn't another game that replicates, or even comes close to replicating, the experience of that game, the experience of going to war with over 100 other people in the same match. It's really cool. It's really cool. And the thing that's been on my mind lately is why do we all still play Call of Duty? What is the reason that we keep coming back year after year? Because they are well-made games. I'm not going to be off on some tangent about how Call of Duty is the worst thing ever. They are good games, and Black Ops 2, in my opinion, is the best Call of Duty since COD 4. I should say since World at War, because I really liked World at War 2. So since those two games, I think this is the best in the series. So why is it that people keep coming back? And why is it that I think when people say with this game that they are done with Call of Duty, that they actually mean it? Because we've all said it. I've said it tons of times. I've said, I'm done with Call of Duty, blah, blah, blah. I've gone off and raged and gotten angry. But the thing with that is a lot of that, especially with Modern Warfare 2, was emotion. It was simply like, I just had 5 shitty matches in a row. Screw this. I don't want to play this game anymore. It's the worst game ever. The next day I come back, I have 5 good matches. Oh, okay, it's fine. But with Black Ops 2, I sit here and it's like, okay, this is a good game. There's everything there for me to enjoy it, and I do enjoy it. But I don't care. I'm bored of it. Right? And that's why I think I can be very confident in saying I'm not buying another Call of Duty after this. At least not another Call of Duty that isn't made by Treyarch. Because I prefer their games. So why is it that we all keep coming back? That we've all kept coming back for so many years? There's the obvious negatives. In many ways, it's the same game for the last 5 years. Just the same core mechanics. And of course, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But they haven't really changed a whole lot. Even Battlefield games. You can name off any competitor, I guess, to Call of Duty. And they change more. They evolve more from entry to entry than Call of Duty has the last 5 years. Even the first few Call of Duty games, there was significant differences between how each of them played. So, what is it about this game that keeps bringing us back? And I think, there's a number of reasons why we keep coming back, and one of those is that so many people play it, that there is such a large community. And that actually hurts the game, in my opinion, as well, because when you have a large community like this, there are people who are there to ruin the experience for others. They are playing purely to mess with people, to make other people miserable, and they get their kicks off of it. And that, that ruins the game. But when you have anywhere between 500,000 to 1 million players on at any given time, you're not going to run into those guys a whole lot. So, because there's so many people playing, generally a lot of your friends will have it. Part of the reason I play Call of Duty, the reason I got an Xbox, is because all the guys I went to school with, they got Call of Duty and they got it on Xbox, and I wanted to be able to hop on and play with them. So that was a huge thing. The other thing is the 60 frames per second. As much as we all hate on Call of Duty, we all have our reasons. No game has matched the controls of Call of Duty and how fluid they are. Say what you want about characters and movement and whatever feeling floaty, but I'm talking in terms of responsiveness. I'm talking in terms of when you hit something on the controller, when you hit a button on the controller, and when that action happens on screen. It is almost instant, and very few games, no other shooter, but very few games can replicate. And I think that's a big reason of why I keep coming back. Another reason is the constant rewards, the constant flashing of plus 100, plus 50, plus 25, medals for, triple kills, for double kills, for getting 10 kills in a row, for shooting down air support. There's constant rewards, constant shiny things, flashing noises, congratulating you, and it gives you this sense of reward, and that is why we all keep coming back. But I think that novelty is finally wearing off after 5 years of this capturing our attention and revolutionizing how the first-person shooter is made in the games industry. It's starting to kind of fall back. People want more simplified. They don't want all the crazy stuff flashing all over. It's becoming too big for its own good. I find myself enjoying the smaller experiences, the smaller communities. Not necessarily smaller games, because MAG, as I've talked about earlier, is very, very hectic at times. But I've been going back and I've been playing like Uncharted. It's 5v5, you know, pretty much all gun on gun. Boosters have a bit of an effect. Boosters are like perks, but it's much more smaller scale, and I find it very enjoyable, and I think that's what people are starting to realize, is they kind of want a more stripped down experience. In some ways, Black Ops 2 did this by getting rid of pro perks. That was just a great move in my opinion. But then it's kind of countered by, you know, the pick 10 system, which I also think is great, but it allows you to have 6 perks, obviously. Or up to 6 perks. So those are some of the reasons why we keep coming back, but going off to some more of the reasons that, you know, people don't want to play this game more. They want Call of Duty to go away. That is the community. The fan base is so fickle. They cry for change year after year, and then when, you know, the new trailers start coming in and the game looks different, they complain. You have all these people complaining that Black Ops 2 feels different, and it does feel different in a lot of ways. And they go back to the older games. It's like, well, you've just spent the last 2 years bitching about how you want something new and fresh, you want something different. Why are you now just going back to Modern Warfare 2? You know? That kind of stuff, I don't comprehend it, and it's that kind of stuff that makes me hate so much of this community, is how fickle they are and how they just treat the developers like shit. The developers have to please hundreds of millions of consumers. They are not going to make every single one of you happy. If you think Modern Warfare 2 is a better game than Black Ops 2, good for you. Go back and play Modern Warfare 2. There are still a lot of people that play it. Have fun, but don't bog down and annoy the rest of us by bitching about how you want Black Ops 2 to just be a copy-paste of Modern Warfare 2, but 10 years in the future. The community just drives me absolutely nuts. And another thing that has really started to grate on me, because it's like a love-hate situation for me. The DLC is so expensive, and there's 4 packs, but like, if you've seen the trailers for the new Black Ops DLC, the new zombie map, the ability to play as the zombies, a new gun, and the 4 new multiplayer maps, it's like, geez, you know, I want it. I really do want it, but I don't want to spend $15 on this map pack. I don't want to spend $50 on the season pass, and we don't even know if the maps will end up being any good. So it's really frustrating that we effectively pay for 2 games with the DLC now. And that's a huge turnoff for me. And I'm not saying that like only Call of Duty does it. Other games do it. I bought Battlefield Premium. To be honest, I'm kind of regretting my decision to buy that. The DLC is okay, but I honestly find myself preferring the vanilla maps and the back to Karkan maps in Battlefield 3. So those are some of the reasons for really both sides for why why people keep coming back. Why we don't like the game, but I think, well, obviously, the reasons, the positives here are outweighing the negatives, because we've come back for 5 straight years. But the question is, how many of us will be back for Modern Warfare 4 or whatever comes out this fall? Sales have been going down since the original Black Ops. That doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. Many of the huge commentators that built themselves on Call of Duty have changed gears, so that free advertising that Activision was getting is out the window. So who knows? What is the future here? What's going to happen next? I guess I've kind of delved back into something that Brandon and I talked about in the second part of our Dualcomm. But I, for one, I don't know if I'll be back. I don't think I will be, because I'm not interested in another Modern Warfare. I'm not even interested in Battlefield 4. I'm just kind of sick of military shooters. So what that means for both me and for the future of the channel, who really knows at this point? There's it's January. There's another 10, 11 months before these games are going to launch, the Battlefields and the Call of Duties of the world. Who knows what's going to release, be announced and released between now and then. So, yeah, obviously, this is all opinion. I'm sure some of you disagree with me. I'm sure some of you agree with me. Get talking in the comment section below. Share your thoughts. Let's continue the discussion, because this is an interesting topic for me. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more Call of Duty and other games on this channel. And I'll see you guys next time.